Aloha. Welcome to today's Dawn of Prophecy update, March 16th, 2015. God be with you. Because today's breaking news headlines are yesterday's and yesteryear's breaking prophecies. I can prove it, and you and I will live it, whether we believe it or not. However, we do live in the last seconds of the last days. Be aware and be alert. Today's update is particularly chilling. Not just shocking, it's chilling. News out of Russia that President Putin, just a year ago during the forced takeover of of the Ukrainian peninsula of Crimea, was ready to use nuclear arms in order to accomplish his forced takeover. This, to me, is chilling that this power crazy president with nuclear arms is willing to go that far. Why? Because he claims that they were ready to do this because Russian people live there, and he didn't want to abandon them, and yet he would nuclear attack that region. I don't think that's an explanation. I think that's just further revelation of his insanity to take over this world. To make matters worse, and I am reporting facts that are reported by the BBC, the Associated Press, Fox News, and many other mainstream media outlets. To make matters worse, today we hear that thousands of Russian troops are on full alert in the Arctic and other areas nearby. Putin has ordered a full combat readiness as the country's defense ministry warns that Russia is facing new threats to its security. There's no further details except that. My action plan for us is to please pray, pray, pray right now for the peace and calm security of our nations, for logic, for divine intervention into that man's mind, President Putin, because God can intervene. The prophetic warning for you and I is that the bear of the North, Russia, and its power-crazy president are initiating a hot war sequence that was already prophesied before throughout the Bible. The prophecy tells us that Gog and Magog will march from the north down to the south to attack Israel and take over by force. They will not succeed, but they will certainly try. Our action, once again, pray hard. One small suitcase of a nuclear arm can impact harmfully 2 billion people. That is almost 1/3 the population of our earth. And this man feels that he can do such a thing. The second prophetic headline: at the very same time, Israel is facing a most epic election of its history, with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu fighting for his next term, his fourth term, in a razor-thin race. If he loses tomorrow, March 17th, to his less experienced, self-effacing, and unsure opponent, our entire world, that's all of us, will lose the one world leader who actually knows how to fight the radical Islamists who threaten a global takeover. And the third final world leader warning that we are warning all these things going on right now simultaneously is that President Obama and the First Lady of the White House hosted the Iranian holiday of Persian New Year in the White House, complete with a special meal and dance troupe. This is the Islamic Republic of Iran that has vowed that its purpose is to annihilate Israel. At the same time, his top guns have gone to Israel to fight against Prime Minister Netanyahu and make sure he loses his election. We would ask ourselves why this man is aligning with a sworn enemy of the United States of America and working in nuclear negotiations to give them the bomb. It is written, and Jesus has spoken, to have eyes to see and ears to hear and a heart to comprehend what God is doing on this earth, as kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Our action plan is to pray, pray, pray for Prime Minister Netanyahu to have the strength, for God's will to be done, for President Putin of Russia, and for the security of our world. Here's some salt on the tongue as I conclude today. And as you are now alerted and aware, take action. The salt on the tongue for you and I is this: God is shaking us up on this earth. He is waking us up on this earth before he gets to taking us up to his heaven in rapture. Christian warriors, brothers and sisters, Rise and shine, for the day of our redemption draweth nigh. Make sure we get as many of our brothers and sisters who are yet to know Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior into the lifeboats and home to heaven. God bless you and Godspeed.